You're listening to Indus on BBC Radio Manchester and BBC Radio Lancashire. Now, inspired by the newly emerging pop and rock scene in Pakistan during the 1990s, our next guest grew up in Lahore surrounded by music. Coming to the UK in 2001, Hussnain formed a band and began performing around Manchester, Bradford and Halifax, mixing Sufi tradition with a unique style of music. And last year he began his solo career, gigging here in the Northwest whilst working on his debut single. And I'm pleased to say he joins me in the studio now. Welcome to the programme, Hussnain. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm great, thank you.
Well, before we have our conversation, I think people should just get a bit of a flavour of your music. You're going to perform live as well tonight.
Yes.
But we're going to play a track. What's this called?
This track's called Harjai, and it's influenced by a lot of my personal feelings. And Harjai, basically, it's a person who takes you for granted. That's right. What it means, and it's a Punjabi track.
Okay, we know plenty of those.
पाके भी तू मैनू खोया बन के भी न मैं तेरा होया आधी रात नींद न आवे प्यार तेरा मैनू तड़पावे बीते लम्हे न वापस आने दुख दिलां दे मैं किनू सुनाने तू ही सी एक मेरी आरज़ू यारी तू है चंगी निभाई प्यार मेरा कदे समझ न पाई पल च सब कुछ पल विच हर जाई
And that's Harjai there by Hussnain, and Hussnain is with me in the studio. That's a lovely track there, Punjabi track. So, Hussnain, tell us about how Pakistani music has shaped your particular style of music that you perform.
I grew up listening to some of the most famous bands that ever came out of Pakistan. Junoon being one of them, Vital Signs. And my personal music has been influenced by these bands as well as Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Sahab, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan Sahab.
I think lots of artists are probably influenced by him.
Yes, yeah. Definitely. Because he actually took music, Pakistani Sufi music, traditional folk music, Qawwalis, everything, and he shaped it differently. He made it more contemporary. And that's what I attempt to do with my music as well.
So clearly lots of influences there, but what do you make of the current Pakistani music scene? Do you think it's still struggling to get out there and be recognised by the wider world?
I do feel that it is, because I think it still needs to hold the same values, cultural values and elements of Pakistani traditional music in there. It's all well and good, copying the Western style of music, whether it be rock, pop, anything, but you need to have your own unique stamp on it for people to listen to and say, alright, okay, that's different.
Okay, let's hear you perform a particular track for us. So what are you going to give us a taster of?
I'm going to do a little medley. It's going to be 2 tracks put together, and they're both by Atif Aslam, so hope you like it.
Okay, take it away.
बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा बता ना पाए बातें दिलों की देखो जो बाकी आंखें तुझ समझ आए तू जाने ना तू जाने ना तू जाने ना ओ तू जाने ना मिल के भी हम ना मिले उनसे न जाने क्यों उम्मीदों के है फासले उनसे न जाने क्यों अनजाने है सिलसिले उनसे न जाने क्यों सपने हैं पलकों तले तुमसे न जाने क्यों हर दुआ में शामिल तेरा प्यार है बिन तेरे लम्हा भी दुश्वार है धड़कनों को तुझसे ही दरकार है तुझसे राहते हैं तुझसे चाहते हैं तू जो मिली एक दिन मुझे मैं कहीं खो गया लापता वो जाने जा दोनों यहाँ मेरी बाहों में आ अभी जा वो जाने जा दोनों यहाँ मेरी बाहों में आ अभी जा
Fantastic, absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
And a lovely, gentle, soft voice that you have there. And I don't know whether it was for that particular track that you decided to go a little bit mellow. Hussnain, you've also performed in a band previously with FAROOQ.
Yes.
How does it compare being solo and being in a band?
Being in a band was really, really good. It was a really great experience for me. You know, I got the opportunity to work with different artists, other singers, musicians, producers. However, solo career, I think I deliver better. I have more control over my delivery style, my own signature sound, and I also produce my own music. And the track that you heard earlier, it's produced by myself. And I did get the opportunity to work with other artists, but you know, when I'm working on my own, I just work better.
Right, so it's just you have that peace of mind, really, isn't it?
Feel like a one-man band.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what about then creative input from other people? Then isn't that something that will be lacking as a result of not having other band members?
Oh no, definitely not, because I don't plan on continuing this way forever. After I release my single Harjai, I'll be doing more collaboration with other artists, doing some feature. I've already done a cover on YouTube, which is a song called Teri Meri from the film Bodyguard, and I've got a featured violinist on there, and her name's Jessica. And so I'm very open-minded in terms of collaborations and sharing different ideas.
I see. And so talking about influences and ideas and that, what do you make of the British crop of Asian artists that we have at the moment?
British, I think it's dominated by Bhangra, mainly, you know, songs that you can dance to. However, I'm trying to achieve a different sort of objective here, you know, with my music, because it's something like I've done a remix to Harjai, but Harjai is mainly a very mellow kind of song, and it has a lot of rock element into it, you know, with the guitar, with the riffs, and the vocal techniques that I've used in there and stuff, because it's all in my chest voice, not my head voice. And
right. And talking about voice,
yes.
Is there someone who trains you with the voice, or is this something you're self-taught?
I started singing myself, but my manager Marcus Nassar, he advised me that I should take some singing lessons, so I did classically.
I see. And that must be quite tough, though, because
Definitely.
if you haven't been sort of vocally trained classically from an early age, particularly with the Asian genre.
Definitely, you pick up a lot of the bad habits, and you know, they're very hard to get rid of.
Right, well, you're going to sing to us a final piece from your repertoire. Now, you're listening to Indus on BBC Radio Manchester and BBC Radio Lancashire.